I consider the HuniePop Girls to be some of the best women in video game history. A bold claim, I know, and perhaps I'm a little biased, but the HuniePop Girls are timeless. Their individual yet memorable designs, combined with their interesting, believably human personalities and the brilliant voices behind them that bring them to life, they're amazing girls to say the least. So amazing that they're all beloved by fans. There's not a single girl that's universally hated or lackluster. They're also equally incredible that everyone has their favorite and least favorite. So today marks a special occasion. Today is where I reveal to the world which HuniePop girls I don't like, which ones I love, and everyone in between. My method of ranking women goes into 3 categories. The first 2 are personality and appearance, which are pretty equal in importance, but they are both factored into number 3, wife potential, which is the most important factor. It almost feels sacrilegious to rank the girls like this. To state that one is objectively better than the other is foolish, which is why I need to clarify that this is all personal opinion. Like, yeah, no shit, right? But I mention this because it really is. Each HuniePop girl was made to appeal to a different person, to fulfill a different desire you may or may not have. Who I consider to be the worst HuniePop girl could be someone else's favorite, and there's no objective way to argue that. So if you don't agree with what I say, then that's okay, it just means you have different preferences. And shit taste. Let's go! There are a few reasons why I'm not the biggest fan of Jessi. The first one is that she's old. Like, really old. 36? Holy shit, is that her age or the amount of men she's fucked? That's about 22 years older than I'd like, thank you very much. She's not ugly. Quite the opposite, in fact, but blonde hair, big boobs, slutty clothes. She's your ideal American woman without the morbid obesity. Listen, I'm all for mommy GFs, but only when the mommy in question is a good mommy. And Jessi is a shit fucking mommy. Tiffany, who's her child by the way, hates her. Not in like a teenage rebellion way, she really fucking hates her, and that says a lot. Aside from Jessi looking ancient and being a terrible mother, she's also a horrible lover. She couldn't care less about romance, and she openly has no sense of loyalty or faithfulness. Now, this shouldn't come as a surprise, but I'm kind of a sap. I like cutesy romantic things, and Jessi is quite the opposite of that. Sure, she's sexy. Really sexy, I mean, god damn, and if you don't give a shit about anything other than sex, then yeah, Jessi's pretty much the best. She has the most erotic dialogue and a boner-inducing voice to go with it. Hell, sex is literally her day job, but I don't want sex. Okay, no, that's not true. But I want more than sex. I want a girl to keep me warm at night, not with her vagina, but with her heart. And Jessi's a woman who just can't do that for me. Venus is Palutena, and that's it. Don't get me wrong, I love Palutena like a fisherman loves Palutena, but Venus isn't exactly Palutena. I don't even know what Venus is. She's royal, she has kind of this haughty, hard-to-get vibe, but she doesn't really have a personality. Tell me, can you remember a single line from Venus off the top of your head? I sure as hell can't, and I'm fucking autistic about this game. Just look at the description of her personality from the wiki. Venus is the god of love who helps people with love and asks about the girls, and she is hard to date, and also she's a god. Like, come on. Give her some personality traits. She's a god. She should have more of a pompous attitude. Not in a way where she'd be a bitch like Audrey, but where she'd speak in a way that gives you the feeling that she's better than everyone. In a way where you can't really disagree with it because she is. She's a god. She already has the baseline for it, so just roll with it. It'd be great to hear Venus say something funny, sad, controversial, or memorable at all. For fuck's sake, her hobby is literally doing nothing. Okay, so personality isn't her strong suit, but when has the personality of a girl ever mattered, right? Venus is hot as fuck, with the ever so attractive green hair, superb milkers, all while sporting some of the best outfits and date photos in the game. Her attractiveness is god tier, but again, with a dull personality like hers, you might as well be fucking a sex doll or some random anime girl in a game about fucking anime girls. Huh. It just occurred to me that I might be overthinking all of this. Nah. Nikki. What even is there to say about Nikki? She's so boring. Her favorite color is beige, her favorite place to hang out is her room, her hobby is gaming, which doesn't make sense by the way, because girls can't play games. Trust me, if there's one guy who knows women, it's the guy with an anime profile picture. I'm pretty much an expert on women, and being an expert, I can say for certain that Nikki is crazy. She believes in aliens and ghosts, which, don't get me wrong, stupid girls are always a fun time, but Nikki's not the fun kind of stupid. In fact, she is the worst kind of stupid. A liberal. That was a joke. That was a joke. I just wanted to make a funny joke, okay? Fucking libtards. But seriously, nothing turns me off more than a girl into politics. In fact, pretty much everything Nikki says or does drives me away. Her sense of fashion is non-existent, she's incredibly awkward, and she hates people. She reminds me of me, which is why I really don't like her. She's not all negatives. I love blue hair and glasses. The fact that she's good at games means you can actually have fun playing video games with her. She wouldn't really want to hang out with anyone else except for you, and she's inexperienced with relationships, which is always cute. Nikki can be swooned easily. Just pretend to be a nice guy, agree with her on everything, and she's all yours. You don't even have to be attractive. Nikki's standards are that low. However, while you may have to put little effort into getting into a relationship with Nikki, you don't really get that much out of it either. She's just too boring. Celeste is about as exotic as you can get. She's cute, quirky, and unlike Venus, she definitely has some semblance of a personality. However, Celeste is a one-trick pony. Her shtick is that she doesn't know anything about our world, and we don't know anything about hers, so most interactions with her can be boiled down to Celeste saying, "Wow, this new thing is confusing and interesting to me." Occasionally, she'll say some stuff about her home world, and it's honestly pretty interesting what we can learn about her species, but again, that's about it. And that's fine. Her concept alone is enough to consider making Celeste your favorite girl. A badass alien bounty hunter struggling to figure out things like bra sizes is cute. She has this analytical way of talking, but at the same time, she can still easily show emotion, which are two things that we don't see a lot of for some reason. Celeste is unique, interesting, cute, and she's got huge boobs. I mean some serious honkers, a real setup of donkers, packing some dope on honkeros, massive dahunka blankaloos, some big ol' two honkerikaroogers. Celeste is hot as fuck. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the blue skin that would contrast nicely with some cum on it, or maybe it's the horns that would make for some nice handlebars while you're pounding her blue ass. I don't know, I'm not a doctor. However, it's rather unfortunate that she doesn't really get any good outfits to go with her out of this world body. They're alright at best and downright bad at worst. On the bright side, she has undoubtedly the best date photos, but that can only get you so far. If Celeste's concept as a character doesn't interest you, i.e. you're into fucking aliens, then, well, that's it. She provides nothing else. However, it is undeniable that what she does provide is stellar. Oh, she also has star-shaped pubes, and that really turns me on for some reason. Tiffany is your classic girl next door. She's ideal. A girl who just wants to watch movies with you in her room while eating pizza. A sweet schoolgirl who's caring of others. A girl who will always laugh at your jokes. A girl who's young, cute, blonde, and knows her way in bed. Tiffany is everything you could ever want from a girl. On the surface. Tiffany is too ideal. I don't trust it. Now, I don't exactly have concrete proof of Tiffany having any undesirable personality traits, but the signs are there. She's disappointed if you've never tried drugs before. Instead of being honest and upfront, she'd rather you make a playful joke. She wants you to like someone for their appearance, and she has hopes that you hate your family. There's something sinister under the hood of Tiffany. It's vague, but it's there. It could be nothing more than some slight grievances over some relatively minor things, or it could be something more. When you're going with Tiffany, you're taking a risk. You don't know who Tiffany is exactly. She's not this ideal girl with no issues. No girl is. Every girl has a negative to go with her positives. Sometimes I can overlook the negatives because of the positives, and sometimes I can't, but I need to know what the negatives are to do that. Having a shit mother like Jessi means Tiffany could be crazy. With her amazing academic and social status, she could be under an insane amount of stress for maintaining it. Behind her shiny exterior, Tiffany could be anything. And that anything is something I'm not able to risk if I wanted to be in a relationship with her. Now, wait. If you've been around this channel for a while, you might be thinking, wait a minute, didn't you make a video bashing Lola, explicitly stating that she was the worst girl in the game? Yeah. Lola is a very admirable person. She's active, hardworking, committed, charming, confident, and much like chocolate milk, so very tempting. Lola has a rockin' bod, and in pretty much every conceivable way, Lola is a top tier girl. But as always, there's a problem. Lola's standards are way too fucking high. Appropriately high, but just simply keeping up with her would be painstakingly difficult. She's a girl who quite literally never stops. If you want to be with Lola, you better be as high energy as she is. You better be breaking your back and proving yourself every day. No lazy Sundays for you, bud. Places to go, people to see, coffee to drink, and if you can't keep up with her, too bad, fucko. Why don't you go with a girl more your speed like Nikki, you lazy fuck? But if you work hard enough, the reward is well worth it. If only getting there didn't require being a good person, then maybe Lola would be one of my favorites, because then I could imagine myself being with her. Actually, probably not. Her ugly hair is a deal breaker. Afros suck dick. Badly. And none of her other hairstyles are attractive in the slightest. If you're wondering why I'm making such a big deal about her hair, well, to be honest, I don't really care, but the last time I did it, it became the most popular video on my channel, so, you know, fuck Lola's hair. Belly is a two-sided coin. On one side you've got this sweet shy girl who just wants people to like her, and on the other side you have a complete slut. This contrast of character from who Belly is on the streets and what she is in the sheets is her biggest appeal to me. Seeing another side to a person you never knew they had is intrinsically appealing because you're seeing something that nobody else knows about. Walking through the park with Belly, strangers you pass will never know what she is behind closed doors, and knowing something nobody else knows feels so good. Sure, it's not entirely confirmed that Belly is a closet freak. Kiyu only says she's convinced that Belly is one, and Honeycam is non-canonical. But Kiyu has a knack for knowing things about the girls, and HuniePop's canon is flexible to say the least. Speaking of flexible, well, let's just say Belly's not practicing all those yoga poses for nothing. Alas, past Belly's intersexual nature, she's a trusting, insecure approval seeker who tries to improve herself but ultimately fails because of her own self-doubt. Belly's weak as a person. She's a pushover, she's too submissive, and she can never make up her mind. All of which more than explain her closet freak status. However, when we're not boning, when we're just a normal couple, well, if I was another kind of guy, I could handle it in a relationship, but a relationship is built upon two pillars. If both are weak, then the relationship falls apart. Sorry, Belly, you're adorable and I want to love you, but you're too weak, and I'm not strong enough to support that. I think Kiana's pretty cool. She's athletic, she's got some nice milkers which can probably produce milk, she's got a fat ass, but aside from her astounding physical features, she's hardworking and has high aspirations. Overall, Kiana is pretty much ideal. Sure, she has some high standards, but they're much more achievable than Lola's, and I think you're getting a better deal overall with Kiana. So what's the catch? What's wrong with Kiana? Nothing that I can't overlook. There's nothing that I dislike about Kiana. I just can't find it in my heart to really dislike anything about her. It's her kid I have a problem with. Let me let you in on a little secret. Kids are the worst. They're loud, obnoxious, awkward, stupid, insanely high maintenance, and you get little to no objective rewards for raising one. I don't like children. It's okay if you like children. After all, Kiana loves them and I love Kiana, but being in a relationship with Kiana means having to deal with her kid, and that's just not something I want to handle. Weirdly enough, I honestly do think I could handle it. Probably, but I just don't want to. I think if Kiana didn't have a kid, then she'd probably be number 2 on this list, but the fact of the matter is, she does have a kid, and I can't just ignore it. Kiana's child is a part of who she is, and you can't just remove him from the equation because you'd be removing a part of Kiana. Oh well, at least I can always dream about what could have been. Kiyu is a slut. And I love it. Just imagine, I would be pounding this nymphomaniac's tight little pussy in all kinds of positions. Doggy style, mating press, blowjob, full Nelson cowgirl, 69 upside down throat fuck. Oh god, the things Kiyu would be able to do to you, and the things you'd be able to do to her. The possibilities are endless. Kiyu turns me on like no other girl in this game. She's an exhibitionist sex addict with an erotic body like no other. She strikes this perfect balance between hot and cute, and it's just, I love it. Her bangability is only matched by her personality. A fun girl who's upfront about what she thinks and what she wants. She does whatever the fuck she wants, and it's so baller. Kiyu is irresistible, but as always, there's something wrong. Kiyu is a slut. but she's not your slut. With Kiyu, you'll never have love. You'll never have anything more than a friends without benefits situation. Kiyu is untamable. She'll have sex with whoever she wants whenever she wants. Loving Kiyu is impossible, but if she offered to let me be a part of her friends without benefits program, you know I would take that in a heartbeat. It's a shame, really. I love Kiyu, but I know who she is, and I wouldn't want to... Ah, fuck! And I wouldn't want to try and change... Fuck! And I wouldn't want to try and change... Why can't they fucking say this? And I wouldn't want to try to change that, or else I'd be changing what I love about Kiyu in the first place. So although Kiyu will never have a special place in my heart, she'll always have a special place in my penis. Oh, Momo. You have such a reputation for being the most uncomfortable girl in the game. Simply interacting with you is a borderline felony, but alas, I love you. I'll admit, she did make me uncomfortable at first, but I warmed up to her. Oh, did I warm up to her. If there's one word you can use to describe Momo, it's jailbait, but also cute. Cute girls are my weakness. Momo could literally be stabbing me in the chest, and I wouldn't be able to do anything about it because I'd be too busy thinking about pounding this pussy's cute little pussy. Wait, how old is Momo? 1 cat year. What? How much is 1 cat year in human? Oh, wait a minute. I don't care! Like all hidden characters, Momo's concept as a cute cat girl is really all she has going for her, but goddamn if that doesn't hit me hard in the heart. And penis. I'll be the first one to say, she takes some time getting used to. Honestly, I think Momo was designed to make most players uncomfortable. Her voice is, well... I'm poop. And her petite figure doesn't help, unless you're me. But if you can get past it, Momo can do wonders for you with her cuteness. Sure, she's kinda stupid, but she loves you unconditionally, and being the lonely fuck I am, that's enough to make Momo one of my personal favorites. Ah, Japan. Despite your skyrocketing suicide rates and declining population, you still manage to produce the high-quality things that you do. Anime porn. Really, you guys have it all. If only it wasn't fucking censored! But there's a reason why Nippon porn is the best porn. It's women. Japanese girls are god tier. I don't know what it is. Their slim physique, perfectly shaped breasts, cute little squeals. Put a Japanese girl in front of me and I'll come on the spot. So it shouldn't be a surprise as to why I like Aiko so much. Her personality. No, seriously, that's why. Hey, we don't see race here, except for when we do. Aiko is comfortable. I feel like I can just be myself around her. I can say, fuck these birds, I can tell her my favorite fetishes, I can share my existential crises. And it won't be weird because we both have them. Aiko is so relaxing to be around. You don't have to worry about saying the wrong thing because chances are she'll do it first. Not to mention Aiko's sarcastic, laid-back sense of humor that she has. Aiko feels down to earth, relatable, and so fucking sexy. Aiko's openly into some unconventional shit, but if you're me, that's the opposite of a problem. I will admit that she is kind of intimidating. An older, much smarter, more experienced girl? It's kind of scary, but it's worth it. Oh man, is it worth it. Audrey Belrose. You either love her or you hate her. What can I say that hasn't already been said before? She's a bitch. She's a cunt. She's a bit too blunt. There's no girl quite like this one, although that's mostly a blessing to everyone. Reeks of smoke and scares off most folk, except for the stupid and the damned. Astounding crimson beauty with a mind few can understand. She'll scream and kick to the very end, she'll take on the whole world, every woman and every man. What drives one to pursue a woman who's such a chore? Understanding, patience, attractiveness, and many more are your weapons in this war. A rose with thorns that prick through gloves of steel, its heavy petals content to conceal. With stubborn care and love equal to only her own apathy and hate, can you bring this girl out of her state? Loving her is a great endeavor. You'll go for so long it'll make you wonder if there even is any treasure. Maybe I'm just crazy, just a little not right. But when I look at her developing darkness, I see a little light. The flame of someone who can be a bit more polite, to others but mostly herself. She's the one who needs someone the most out of all 12. When I look at Audrey, I see a bit of me. I think it could be vice versa, at least to a degree. At the end of it all, it doesn't really matter, although I thank you all for listening to my chatter. Sorry if this was all just too weird, I don't mean to discombobulate, but to make it simple, Audrey's a girl who makes my heart ejaculate.